Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the main stream. I'm glad that you guys can join us today. Hope everyone's doing amazing. If you guys are just joining in, make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think is going to be. We just finished the pre-market show, and we had an amazing time. Always have an amazing time there. Going over all my off-stream trades, and also going over all my account statuses. And so if you guys like to partake in my journey with Apex, not just to see my daily streams, but actually want to see my progress through Apex, then you guys can become pandas. Also, if you become a super panda, you get access to the two-legged pullback Discord, where we actually talk about trades off stream and setups and trading in general, answering questions. You know, if you guys are new to this, you know, it's amazing if you have like a community with you to answer your questions. Yeah, and you get access to that if you become a super panda. You not only get access to the pre-market show, but you get everything a regular panda gets, but you also get access to two-legged pullback Discord. Let me say good morning to a couple of my regulars here. Day trading like a predator. Good morning, Aaron Korn. Good morning. Steven Laveham. Good morning. Hey, by the way, I just passed a 50K account on Apex. It took me about 3 days to pass. What do I do? What do I need to do now? Let's go, baby. Well, first off, congratulations, Steven. That's an amazing feat to be able to pass an evaluation. If you pass the evaluation, trade micros. Trade one contract on the micros, buy, sell, or sell, buy. Just do it right away and trade that one contract. Lose $1.25, I believe, like per time you do that. As long as you have enough buffer, you can just do that and until your 10 days. But you need to trade every single day for 10 days. Well, you don't have to trade every single day for 10 days, but you have to trade a minimum of 10 trading days. And so it's it'd be best if, since you already passed, you don't need to do any more with those, and you just Carl Herman, he already knows what's up. Man, oh man, oh man. All right. Keeping me accountable here. We all know what today's gonna be. Whiskey Wednesday. Whiskey challenge. Today is Wednesday, and that means it's Whiskey Wednesday. That means, hey, pandas, we already hit the 250 like goal. I think it's time to step up our game. We're going for 300 likes. Is it possible? Is it possible? I don't remember the last time we had 300 concurrent viewers on the stream, but we're gonna be like Jesus, and we're gonna multiply, you know, something that is out of nothing. And let's see if we can get those 300 likes. Richard Belmont asks, do you get the option to trade micros? Yes, you do. You get the option to trade micros. Whiskey Wednesday. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. And I think the earlier you start, the better it is, because people see like how high the number is early on, and that kind of like adds traction. So I will say, the earlier you start, pandas, scalping that like button, the better it is. The higher chance we get to the 300 like goal. Nasir Rahimi, first day of the PA. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. Kid Poker asks, do you ever trade before the market open? Yes, I do. I don't do it all the time, but if we were in a critical spot, like on the daily chart, by the way, look at the daily. Look at what we're producing here. We are coming up and we made a two-legged pullback. This was a two-legged pullback, A, B, C, and this is my fail again here. Similar to here, A, B, C, failure. Sorry, A, B, C, second entry long, failure. First pullback, first entry, second pullback, second entry long, which you would like to typically enter in. If it fails and reverses, if it reverses here, that's a failure. And look at where it happens, pandas, beneath the 20 EMA, exactly where we want when we want to get a lower low setup, right? We want to get a new extreme here. We want to make a new low, break below this pivot low. That's typically what happens when you get first break of trend. We're looking for that new low here, and things are setting up quite nicely for that. Now, what kind of day we're gonna have today, I'm unsure. We might have a strong bull day, and we'll change our premise from there on. But right now, as it looks, small pullback on this downtrend, and then we're thinking we're gonna continue down. So, for instance, in the overnight session, if I thought we were gonna have a strong move up, like say we ended here, and I saw that we might break above this high, creating a second entry long on the daily, I might put an order here, overnight session, and see how high it goes. It just really depends on the situation. We do have an L4 or H4 setup here after break of trend to new low. Let's see here. So we have this break of trend here to new, right? Break of trend, double top, new low. This new low was created with an H4 setup. So this H4 setup might reverse the market. We might come back up to maybe yesterday's close. That could happen here. I would be hesitant to go short here, in my opinion. So we're doing some pre-market analysis now. Sleepy Joe, first night trading on my new PC. Let's go, baby. Hope that new PC is buttery smooth. But yeah, if we get good setups in the overnight session, I'll take it. It's just the thing is, the volume's so low that setups take forever to make and forever to complete. So if I'm gonna take it, I usually just, it has to be a good setup. Otherwise, I really wouldn't take it. $300 likes. Can we get there, pandas? Like I mentioned, the earlier you start, the better it is, because people see, man, people are serious about hitting that whiskey challenge. Also gives more chance for the algo to work, right? It sees the likes and gives a little more chance for the algo to push out the video. More people join, closer we get to 300 likes. Obviously, the more people we have in the stream, the easier it is to hit that whiskey challenge. There was a retail numbers today, and I guess the report wasn't good. The report would have happened at 8:30 here, and it looks like it shot up a little bit and then just reversed. But it doesn't really matter what the news says, because at the end, price action is king. It can go down 50 points, it come back up 50 points. Doesn't really matter. Kid Poker asks, what time frame are you using right now? Look in the top left of your screen. You can see exactly what time frame I'm using. Sometimes I switch to the 2K chart, the 10K chart. Oh, my 10K chart is wild. Huh. Well, that's nice to know. We're in the bottom. We're in the bottom of this channel. 10K chart, and sometimes 5-minute chart. Trade Ovate. The Trade Ovates. Does Trade Ovate have tick charts? I don't even know. Never used Trade Ovate. We have a two-legged pullback forming here, but I would actually look for a trap here. A second entry, fail second entry short. I would look for that here. This is typically where I would look for, especially after an H4 setup. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But this is where I would look for the trap. Typically. I'm gonna mark that similar channel here. On the 2K chart. We have overshoot to the top, overshoot to the bottom. We had an overshoot here that led to an overshoot up here. Comes back down, retests it, comes back up, shoots up. Now we're underneath the channel a little bit here. Would I take the second short? I would not. The context says otherwise, and if it does work, then it does work. But in my opinion, this is a place where you typically look for a trap. So I'm sitting on my pause, pandas. Simply sitting on my pause here. Give me a 1 in the chat if you want to take the second entry short. Give me a 2 if you skip it. Give me a 3 if you're going to take this failure. Terrible signal bar as well. Context seems to suggest reversal here, but the problem is that we're not above the 20 EMA. We're beneath the 20 EMA, so even taking a failure is a little bit risky here. But this is the context where I would look for a failure. Ooh, failure setting up. We're beneath the 20 EMA. Skipping that trade. It's a trade that happened right at the market open. You would have scalped out, but that's a trap trade right there that I was saying that was going to happen. And hopefully you guys didn't take that short, because you just got stopped out if you did. Now we're reversing here. We're typically, I don't like to enter a trade right at market open. The market just opened. I kind of hesitated there, but I would have scalped out right there with a small little runner. But yeah, you know, there's a rule. Your rules are your rules, and I don't like to be in a trade at market open. It worked out this time, but you know, there are times where it just kind of has some volatility, and it might just like stop you out right away and then go your way. So Gary Burke says, "Hey all, say, did the market ever actually open yesterday? I gave up and took a nap." Yeah, the volatility yesterday was horrendous. I did not like the price action at all. I did not like the price action at all. Now let's see if this actually reverses. If this reversal fails, it could be a different story. But that is a reversal attempt. Not a very good one, but that's a reversal attempt. Let's see if it actually succeeds. Obviously, it fails when we break this low, but as long as we're within this, then typically, you know, when you have a downtrend, sometimes you might end up turning into some sort of trading range until finally you do reverse, get some sort of double bottom. But as long as we don't break beneath this low here, we're still in like potential reversal. If we break below this low, then obviously, you know, the downtrend has continued. Now will it reverse from there? I don't know. So when traders take this, right, swing traders will actually, have their entry right here, and they'll have their stop way down here, and it seems like a wide stop, but it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 points of risk. They'll probably trade small, and yeah, but they're still in this trade. You could take a 2 times risk reward on the signal bar. Look for a target. If you're looking for a target, I'll take 2 times risk reward on the signal bar. And if it breaks below the signal bar, then I would actually, do actual risk, right, until it reverses, and if it stops me, but I'll take actual risk and adjust my target. That's how I would swing trade this. But right now, since it actually didn't break below here, right, the actual risk, there's no, the actual risk is less than the potential risk. Richard Harris with 4 contracts. Woo! Be careful. The stress is exponential. Well, let's get that bamboo, Richard. Richard's a good friend. We let's just say he's very active in the two-legged pullback Discord. Very active. Just waiting for a good setup. That's a good setup here. I would say we're in an uptrend until we're proven otherwise. We could also say we had, this uptrend could have played out here, as in we had this small uptrend, break of trend to new high, and guess where we are? 2 times risk reward. We just hit it. People, who are swing trading just came out, right? That's why we see this little, we see some profit taking right here because of the 2 times risk reward. Richard's birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, brother. So those people who took that swing trade, came out with their profits, and probably, I don't know, they might have came out right here as well. They saw this, might have hoped for more, but just came out here on the next reversal. I'm seeing this as break a trend to new high right now, and I'm not thinking this is gonna go much higher, but I could be wrong. I'm just waiting for more price action. Ashton Van Kempen, when scalping, what should my stop loss be if I'm going for 10 to 20 pips? Stop loss should just be 1 pip under the signal bar. So it'll vary depending on your signal bar. I find it very difficult to actually scalp on the forex market because the spreads are so bad. I tried it. I honestly made an honest attempt at it, and I tried, and it just felt so weird. It felt so different because the spread, I just could not get over the spread. So if I were to do forex again, I would definitely change all my trades to swing trading only, because scalping is just, for me, it was near impossible. Got a second entry, lower high second entry right here. We got a two-legged pullback coming up here. I'll look for a trap trade here just because I think this is break a trend to new high, and so we look for a trap trade here. That's what I'm looking for, beneath the 20 EMA as well. I just don't like the setup. We're starting to get a little choppy, right? Going up and down, up, down in this 20 EMA. I'm looking for this trap trade here. If you're gonna give it to me, I'll take it. I would prefer not an outside bar reversal. I would prefer not an outside bar reversal, but this is the spot where I would take my trap. I'm gonna try to time this perfectly here. Maybe swing trade to the bottom of the trading range here. Seems like a reasonable spot to swing down to. Alright, looks like it's gone. Alright, no joy on that trap. That's why you gotta wait. You have to wait for the bar to finish. Some people may take this 3 here, thinking that this is still a failure. I think a little too choppy for me. I'm gonna sit on my pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars. I'm just gonna sit on my pause here, pandas, and see what happens. I don't feel confident here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of risk. The thing about overlapping bars is oftentimes that bars actually end up being decently big, and so it's like the risk is actually pretty large on these overlapping bars. Richard Belma asks, does a two-legged pullback work on forex? Yeah, two-legged pullback works, and you'll see it in every single instrument. You know that it's part of our DNA. Two-legged pullbacks. You cannot escape the two-legged pullback. That's why we trade it every single day here. You know, people are wondering, does it work on other instruments, other time frames? It works on every single time frame. It works on every single instrument. If it has mass psychology, right? If there's a massive amounts of people trading an instrument, it has a volume, then it will take on mass psychology, and that mass psychology will always make two-legged pullbacks. Otherwise, the market will just look like this. If there's no two-legged pullbacks, this is how the market will look like. You know, there will be a time where the market will pull back, and then we'll keep going. This is a two-legged pullback. You know, that's why two-legged pullbacks are in every market. Some people might have taken this failure to fail second entry long here, and I was thinking about it, but for me, it's got a little too choppy, and I just did not like the overlapping bars, and I'm just sitting on my pause here. It could work out for you, but to me, it's just a little too choppy, a little too risky. So I'm just sitting on my pause. I'm gonna wait for this chop to finish. Right, when you have 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars like this, and you're just kind of like sitting on your pause, don't know what's gonna happen here. Gary Burke says FOMC minutes at 2 Eastern time. That is true. Today there is. This is why I do Whiskey Wednesdays. People think I do Whiskey Wednesdays just because there are 2 W's, right? It's a alliteration. So Whiskey Wednesday, right? The reason why I actually do Whiskey Wednesdays on Wednesday is because FOMC meetings are at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. Because sometimes the markets are very slow on Wednesday. So I like to have like a little side game that we can try to do while we, you know, because oftentimes before FOMC meetings, we get a lot of choppiness. And I'm just unsure, you know, right there, it does work out for you, but, you know, it's not a trade that I would feel very confident in it. I honestly wouldn't. We are going towards the bottom of the trading range. So that's why we have Whiskey Wednesdays. That's why they're on Wednesday. We do have an FOMC meeting at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks, Gary Burke, for reminding us. Forgot to mention it. We did have the retail numbers come out already. I have no idea what they are, and I honestly don't care. So Pandas, look at this. Look at the 2 times risk reward here, and when it touches it, gets filled and it reverses. I think, you know, in my opinion, like we see this happen so many times, where at the 2 times risk reward, we see like profit taking. I hope that at least some of you are convinced that people are taking these trades, right? Like we're marking these trades that the institutions are taking, and we can see it happen through the price action, which is kind of nice to know, right? Because now you know the institutions took their swing trade here, so that tells us something, right? There are enough bulls here to take that swing trade, but not enough bulls, right, to push beyond that swing trade, and we came back reverse and broke below the signal bar. Just sitting on my pause, pandas. You can only take what the market gives you, and the market is giving us nada mucho. So remember to scalp that like button, pandas. We're almost a third ways there, and actually it's amazing because it's only 9:43. I think if we can get to 200 likes by 10 o'clock, we have a very high chance to get to that 300 like goal today. Very high chance. I could potentially trade, with limit orders here, and I actually would be more comfortable trading limit orders than the stop limit orders. I'll trade with the limit order at the bottom of this, and then take a scalp, 1 point scalp. Trade with one contract only. But that would stray away from the plan. We have to trade according to market conditions, and that's what this market is doing right now. Limit order. The reason why the market looks like this is because the market is entering limit orders here. All the limit order traders are making money. The stop limit orders are not really making money. They're getting chopped up here. And I'm saying that without a doubt, that is happening because of the price action telling us, right? When you reverse like this, right, that can only happen with limit orders. Maybe come back to the bottom of our trading range here. Pandas, hope you guys are doing amazing. We are almost a third of the way there on the whiskey challenge, and I'm kind of getting scared because you guys are working together right now. And honestly, if you guys work together, almost anything is achievable here. $93 likes. If we get to 200 likes by 10 o'clock, high chance we can hit that whiskey challenge. I'm going to talk about something a little random here because there's absolutely nothing happening here, but give me a 1 in the chat if you guys play a game called Wordle. Give me a 2 if you never heard of this. Give me a 3 if you heard about it, but you just don't care about the game. Give me a 1 in the chat if you play a game called Wordle. 2 if you never heard of it. 3 if you heard about it, but don't play for it. Don't care about it. Wordle is like kind of like a, I don't know what it is. It's like a word game, kind of, but also I don't know. I don't know how to really explain it, but my friends and I, we've been playing it, and we're having a blast. And I always ask this question for whoever plays Wordle. What is your starting word? Do you use the same starting word, or do you use a different starting word? If you use the same starting word, or maybe a couple of them in rotation, what are the starting words you use? We have a double bottom here. It's a higher low double bottom, and we're coming back up in this area, making me think we could break out. This could be a base. Plus, we are actually in the bottom of our channel here, and we could be going up. You guys are probably thinking, why is this panda talking about Wordle? Isn't this channel about trading? Yeah, it is. It is. But it's also my channel. I can really talk about anything I want. Kevin Mack, starting word today. Actually, that's a pretty good starting word. You got like two vowels and a Y in there. I might actually start using that. That's not a bad day, or a bad day, a bad word. We failed to reach this high here. We're just in a choppy trading range and no setups for me. And it might be like this for the rest of the day until the end of the stream. And it just, you know, maybe I'll jump on Sim. I'll jump on Sim and I'll start trading with limit orders to show you guys how I would trade with limit orders. But, you know, I don't know. Irate, then mound for me. Oh man, irate's a really good word. I really like that word, irate. Proficiently, well, maybe one of the most proficient starting words in Wordle. Ready. Woo! Also pretty good. Irate and ready. I think those two words are really good. Oh, Jimmy James says ready. He already wrote ready, and I just thought he was saying that he's ready, but he gave his word. Those are awesome words. Ready and irate. I think those are really good words. Starting word, choppy. That's exactly what's happening today. That's actually the worst word you can use. Choppy. But hey, that perfectly describes what's happening right now in the charts. We're coming right back down here. I could have been wrong about that double bottom. We could break lower here. I mean, trading range, who knows what's going to happen. We're going straight from top to bottom. Should I just buy here, Panda? Should I just buy and see what happens? Maybe I'll buy here, put a 2-point stop loss, and just see if we can get back to the top of the trading range. Michael Solano with the word audio. It has... Well, the word, you can't use audio because it's only 5 letters. But I really like that word. If there's like another word we can use, like audios, if there, you can put an S at the end. I don't know if that's an actual word in the list, but that makes a lot of sense. Ooh, breaking down now. Okay. I see you, market. Something happened. Something must have happened to trigger this big move down, and we could be in a free fall right now. I would say we're in a downtrend. I'm looking for short trades now. There were no setups for me in this whole way, so I could not participate, but it is what it is. We need another leg down here. I look forward to like a pullback here to go short. Kevin Max says there's a 5-letter Wordle game. Oh, I didn't know that. Pushing down harder. Let's see if we have a setup here. Interesting. Look at the higher time frames. Oh wow, we had a two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. Had no idea. A, B, C, 10K two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. Wowzers. Just noticed that. I would not have taken that short, but that is a two-legged pullback. The reason why I wouldn't take it is because terrible signal bar. Huge signal bar plus terrible. But if we're breaking beneath this channel, right, the spiking channel, if we're breaking beneath it, in my opinion, we have a long ways to go. Right, there's, the thing about spiking channels, like when you're breaking below the channel, there's like nothing to hold you up because all you have on the price action is just this big spike. No support here. Typically goes down pretty hard. Like typically goes back beneath the spike because all that momentum. Right, you just lose all of this. I'll actually take a trap trade here. It's a little risky, but I'll take a trap trade here with 2 contracts because we're in such a strong downtrend. I'm going to take a 2 contract trap here, and I'll get hit if I get hit, and then wait for a 2-leg pullback to go down again. I'm taking 2 contracts because it's risky, because I understand it's far away from the 20 MA, but I like we're in a strong downtrend, creating a trap, and I like to participate in this downtrend if we can. If this trap fails, then I'll say, this downtrend is not as strong as I thought it was, but right now I want to participate in this downtrend. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Let's go, baby. Just a small little scalp right there. If the market's gonna give me free money, I'll take it. I think we could be in a strong downtrend, and I'm gonna trade accordingly. I think we're in a downtrend until we break this trend. We need to break a trend to new low here to stop this downtrend. I took a little scalp, I took a little money on this move down. That's it. This could be break a trend to new low here on the 10K chart. Hard to say. Huh. If it's new low, then we could be looking for reversal, but confusing to me. I don't know if I'll consider this break a trend. Channel this way. Getting that early bamboo. Mrs. Panda dropping off some coffee before she heads to her little Bible study. I always think it's funny how there's so many different names for Bible study, but we know what they are. They're all Bible studies, right? Small groups, journey groups, discipleship groups, whatever you want to go. They're all Bible studies. We know what they are. Don't lie to yourself. I was thinking we can get to 200 likes before 10 o'clock, but I don't think it's going to happen. That 300 like goal seems like it might be hard to reach. But you guys want to get that 300 like goal, you got to do your part. You got to do your part. Sure, I'll take this. Two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. With a decent signal bar, I'll consider it. Signal bar is pretty good. I missed it. I'll have to come in with a limit order in this trade. Oh boy. Oh no. I'm not even worried, pandas. I'm not even worried because I like the context here. Right off the 20 MA, two-legged pullback, good signal bar, and if it stops me out, pandas, guess what? It is what it is. But you got to take the trade. If you like the trade, you got to take it. Two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. You got to take the trade. What can I say? I mean, if you're not going to take the trade, then you're just never going to enter a trade. And sometimes you lose. And if you lose, you got to lose well. And you got to lose on trades that you think are worth taking. And in my opinion, that was worth taking for me. But could have been too much chop here. You know, before we entered this trade, I obviously don't like this trade right now. But before we entered this trade, it looked like this. Could have just been too choppy for that two-legged pullback. But I liked the context. I like where we were at. I like the setup, and let's see if we get it, pandas. Let's go, baby! Easy peasy, easy money. And got stopped out, my runner. Let's go, baby! I really don't care if I lose good trades. It was maybe a little too choppy for me. A little too choppy entering that. But two-legged pullback, decent, like very good signal bar. And I'll take that. I'll take that scalp. Would I take it again after looking at like this and seeing how much chop we had? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bars overlapping. Plus, right, trading range indicator marking us a trading range here. And you would basically enter the bottom of that trading range. Okay, maybe a little risky. But let's go, baby. The higher time frame is simply an inside bar, right? That's simply a triangle, and a triangle means breakout mode. So we break below here, we can have a strong push down, which is exactly what just happened. That's a 10K chart, we broke below. Unfortunately, my runner gets stopped out, so I can't participate. But in my opinion, I think we have breakout trend. Morgan says, both your shorts were directly at the end of a measure move down. Thanks for the information, because I'm being lazy here. I'm not looking at my measure moves. Let me see where my measure moves are. We have a measure move here. Comes up here. And 100%, I mean, there was room to that measure move. Actually hits that measure move perfectly, bounces off of it. That might be why we had that first bounce right there. I'm not sure where that other trade measure move. Not sure where the other measure move was, but I would say certainly that probably was a measure move. Bounced off of it, came back, bouncing off it again. Now we're breaking up here, reversing, break of trend to new low, break of trend to new low. Now we're potentially in an uptrend. Manny asks, general question, how do I identify a trap trade? If you go into my description, there are playlists going over the details of the two-legged pullback. By the way, let me answer this question. So, actually, before I answer this question, I'm Bye Bye Money. Welcome to my channel. Today is Whiskey Wednesday, day. And that means that if we hit 300 likes, I'm going to go to my pantry, grab a bottle of whiskey, and sip on some whiskey with you all to celebrate or to be punished, whatever you want to call it. But with that whiskey challenge, 300 likes, I love a good whiskey. And so even though it's at around 11 a.m., not the most pleasant feeling you get in the morning, but I do enjoy a nice sip of whiskey. I'm about my money. And we are trading 100% risk-free using Apex funded traders. That means that you trade someone else's money. Yep, that's correct. You're trading someone else's money. Or I'm trading this risk-free. You get to keep the profits and they take the losses. And so if you can pass an evaluation, then they give you a funded account. And with that funded account, you keep the profits. You keep the first 100% of the $10,000, first $10,000, and then afterwards, you keep 90% of the rest. So, if you're interested in getting funded, almost pretty much completely risk-free for you guys, there's a coupon on the bottom of your screen, BBM50. If you don't have a link, there's a link in the pinned message, and it's 50% off the evaluation. It ends up being basically, right, basically like I don't know, get the funded amount and divide it by like 1,000. So for like a $300,000 account, it costs about $300 for the evaluation, right? $350 with the coupon. You have to use a coupon. And that deal is very hard to beat, in my opinion. So if you want to try it out, I would highly recommend it for anyone who just passes, who's been trading sim for a long time and wants to come in the market, and you might be new to it, so you may not be fully knowledgeable about this stuff. But if you want to start putting some real skin in the game, I think it's worth it to use Apex, right? Use a funded trader instead of your own money. Arthur Lopez says, I just blew my 25K account, so I need a recharge for $80 on my 50K account. Or I just blew my 2,500 trailing stop loss. That's what he's saying. So I need to recharge with $80 on my 50K account. So it's just, it's, in my opinion, I think it's completely worth it. Even if you've been trading for a long time and trade with your own money, I think it's worth, using Apex, because you can use a trade copier and it's just extra capital you can use with your trading. And it's almost, with no extra risk for you if you're trading, even if you're trading their own money. So I think it's 100% worth it if you've been trading for a long time or just beginning. Pandas, I always say here, but this is where I will look for a trap trade. Right, I'm not looking for a second entry short here. I'm actually looking for to pullback upwards, right? Basically pick up your trade to the long side. And that's because we basically have a measure move, hit it perfectly. Also, in my opinion, break a trend to new low just by a couple ticks. Still new low. Excuse me. Also, if you're new to this channel, I trade only one single instrument. I don't trade crypto. I don't trade forex on this channel. Only trade one single instrument. The most liquid market in the world. It makes cryptocurrency look like child's play. Looks like Chuck E. Cheese tokens. The amount of liquidity you're talking about with the emini. We trade the ES S&P futures, wherever you want to call it. And we trade only one single setup. We try to keep things simple as possible, and we're only looking for two-legged pullbacks in key areas. And right now we may have one forming right here. If you want more information about the details of the two-legged pullback, you can go to the description. There's playlists going over how to count legs, how to identify second entries, how to identify traps. Looks like we're not even getting a chance to enter in this reversal here. Let's see if we get it though. Also, we have a two-legged pullback indicator showing us every single second entry automatically. Right, the dark red numbers are second entry shorts, the dark green numbers are second entry longs. And so, with the two-legged pullback indicator, it's very easy to identify these second entries. Especially if you're spending so much time reading the price action, sometimes counting legs could be a little difficult. Even in chop, it gets very difficult, even for me. So, it's a tool I use every single day. Also, trading range indicator, marking here beautifully the trading range here using pure price action. If you want information about either of those indicators, you can go to the official website. The URL is in the bottom of your screen, but also it's just www.twoleggedpullback.com. Whoo! Looking for the setup here, but we could have a failed breakout of this trading range as well. This is a little difficult to take this long, because if you're taking this long, you're basically saying we're gonna break out here and move up higher. Hard to say. You know what, I'll take a failed second entry long here and come back into my trading range. I think this trading range is too strong, and I think I might come back into it. Kind of hard for me to go long here, even though I like this setup. I like the idea of this setup. Looking back at it, it looks like maybe a failed breakout of this trading range, and it doesn't even look that good. Like, it doesn't look very strong, like it wants to break out, in my opinion. But to each his own. Trade at your own risk. I'm just gonna skip this. I'm gonna take the reversal of this. If this fails, I'm gonna take a reversal. Just because we have a trading range here, and most breakouts fail. And the immediate price action is very choppy, you know, like, so even with traps, right, with price action this choppy, you'll get chopped up in the trap as well. So I think more likely chance to come back into our trading range than to break out here, but we'll see. In my opinion, slightly higher chance to come back into our trading range. But I would like a setup. I would like a failed trap to the upside, and I'll take that reversal, and I'll come back. I'll swing it down to the bottom of the trading range if that happens. Potentially creating an inside bar on the 2000 tick chart. And not much movement, right? It's getting very choppy. Many overlapping bars in a row. It's just hard for me to take this trade, to go long. Simply is. Michael B asks, are you counting legs the same as Al Brooks? I am. I count legs like Al Brooks does. We do have a push up here, and we could make a scalp here, and strong entry bar here. I'm gonna set in my pause still. I still think we have a chance to come back down, but the chances are higher we actually break up now because of this nice entry bar, trigger bar. But I hope you guys understand why I couldn't take that trade. It's just too choppy for me. Even this is too choppy. I almost want to take a short trade here. Almost want to take the short trade here and try to get back to the bottom of my trading range. If we fail to break out here, I'm going to come back to the bottom of my trading, swing this, and take it because I like the risk reward. So in this trade, come back to the bottom of the trading range, and this could reverse on me, but it's okay because I like my risk reward. I have a good reward here. Right, come back to the bottom of the trading range, back into our trading range, right? Failed breakout, back into it. And if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit, but you know, you might get hit like 1, 2, 3, 4 points, but you're also making about 3 points here. So I'll just take. In my opinion, I gotta hold it. I gotta hold it. I need to trade this to the bottom of the trading range. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. I could have scalped that 1 point right there and been okay with it. It looks like it's reversing on me, unfortunately. But that was my plan. I'm sticking to my plan. Right now the plan is not looking good. If we break up here, easily can stop me out. Easily stop me out here. But it's all good, pandas. That's why I trade with 2 contracts, right, when I swing trade, because I know the probability is a lot less. And so the probability being less, it makes me trade with less contracts. So I missed the bottom of the trading range by 2 ticks, but it's all good, pandas. Moving on. I thought it was worth it. The reason why I kept that trade longer than the reason why I wanted to hold it to the bottom trade range is because my risk and the probability, in my opinion, had to work out. But I could have just scalped out. I could have just scalped out and been okay with it, but my plan was to come to the bottom trading range, and I stuck to it. Live free or fight. When in range, safer to take the quick scalp. I agree. Maybe it's better if I just scalped out right there real quick. Got my easy peasy, easy money. I could have scalped that, but yeah, it's all good. We're almost halfway there to our like goal. Actually kind of amazing because we have about 45 minutes left on this stream. We are almost there at 300 likes. Everyone needs to do their part though. And if everyone does their part, then we have a higher chance at hitting that like goal. 144 likes. Almost there. Let's go, baby. Now we come to the bottom of our trading range. Fortunate. Maybe I should have waited for break a trend to new high before entering that. You know, using that rule, the simple rule of, you know, 2 attempts up, basically 2-legged pullback on the higher time frame. Unfortunately, maybe came in a little too early with that. Should have pushed, wait for another push up, but yeah, maybe I was too antsy. Wanted to set up something. Could have scalped out at least, but the swing trade happens after one more push up. So you had to break a trend to new high. That's maybe what I should have waited for. Something interesting does happen here. We have a hidden second entry short on the 10K chart. The price action is very wonky because it happens in one bar. A, B, and within this one bar comes all the way up and comes right back down, creating a 2-legged pullback on the 10K chart. So A, B, C pattern here. That's what happens on the 10K chart, a higher time frame. Alright, pandas, what do we have here now? Ride or die. La -di -da -di -da. It's just choppy. It's just choppy. I got chopped up right here. Thought I can get a swing down to the bottom of my trading range, but instead, one more push up. That gets me, and then finally goes down. Yeah, I'll just keep that in mind next time. Keep that in mind next time. These micro trend lines are gonna be what makes or breaks you today. I want one more push down, maybe swing it back up into here, but a little scary because if we break out in the direction of the original trend, then we have a higher chance for that breakdown to be successful. You know, so if it breaks, reverse has to reverse and break out right from this downtrend. Push down, reversal setup here. Two-legged pullback here. Simple two-legged pullback. A, B, C. A, B, C. Strong push down. Going back with the original trend. We could have a downtrend here. And what is this line? Why do I have this line here? Oh, this was the measure move. That's right. That's a measure move. Maybe with a higher low, I'll enter back into this. But the trading range is so small, it's very hard to find a higher low in a trading range this small. Right, I'm not going to reverse it on this signal bar. I'm not going to try to go long here. Nor am I going to go short here because of this trading range. So we're in a pickle. It does scalp you out. Regardless of this terrible signal bar, it does give you a scalp here. It's like super frustrating because sometimes the worst setups scalp out, and then sometimes when you see the best setup, they trap you, and it's just it's like almost the most frustrating thing ever. Macy Westerham says, I'm sorry, I'm new. What indicators do y'all recommend? Are they directly related to Apex? So Apex is what we're trading in terms of funding. So it doesn't have anything to do with the indicators. The indicators we use on screen are the two-legged pullback indicator and the trading range indicator, which is marking for us a trading range here. Two-legged pullback marking all the second entries. So that's all we're using on this stream. Also, you have the native ones like 20 EMA. No setup here. It looks like, you know, we had like a small trading range. And it looks like it's trying to break down here. We could come back up to it, and we could just be in this trading range for the entirety of the day until the FOMC meeting. Failed breakdown. Coming back up to the top of the trading range. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to take that long. But if we had a higher low setup, I might have taken it back to the top of the trading range, but no higher low to be had. From the bottom back to the top. Sitting on my paws. I had 157 likes. Could have just scalped out there for a nice hundo, but moving on. No, FOMC is at 2 p.m. Or I guess that's FOMC meeting minutes. Yeah, I believe it's at 2 p.m. Uriel Cohen, with a sweet little letter he wrote to me, he says, "Dear Panda, can you make a small dictionary for all your symbols and numbers and colors at your indicator?" If you go to the website, also you can go and if you have the indicator, you can turn on this text. There's a setting in the indicator, right? Turn on the text and you can see basically on the bottom left, right, all the information you need for when it comes to the indicator. You know, it just tells you, you know, basically all the colors, right? So that's a quick reference for you guys. It's in the configuration. You can turn that on and off, but I don't turn it on obviously because it takes too much. I don't think you could even see that. Well, maybe you could see it. My head probably was covering it, but yeah, there is a color code there. Also, if you go to the website at www.twoleggedpullback.com, you can go and see the tutorial section. It goes over all the details. I try to put it all out there for you, so before you purchase it, you can do all your due diligence. You look at it. You can even get a free trial of the indicator. Try it out for yourself. If you like it, then purchase it. If you don't, then, you know, just move on. No risk to you. That trading range indicator is working beautifully right now. Days like this where we know it's going to be slow, like FOMC days, trading range indicator is essential in my opinion. No setups for me. This is one leg up. You know, if I just reversed it here, I would have gotten like 1, 2, 3, 4 points, 5 points. Nathaniel Feather, 3-1 on this day. Hope everyone gets that bamboo. Hey, let's get a vibe check. Give me a 1 in the chat if you are green today. Give me a 2 if you're red. Give me 3 if you're flat. 1 means green, 2 is red, 3 is flat. That means you haven't taken a trade or you're break even. Vibe check. I mean, obviously you guys can see how I'm doing. I'm a little red today, super choppy. Try to take this, you know, trade back into the trade range. That was a decent trade, and it wasn't. I mean, it scalped out, but I held it a little too long. Wanted to get to the bottom of the trade range. Maybe I got a little greedy. I don't know. I'm just happy I stuck to the plan. I love to see those ones. I love to see those ones. A lot of threes, actually. A lot more threes than regular, and it makes sense for today. Right? FOMC meeting at 2 p.m. That's why we have Whiskey Wednesday, and that's for you guys. Something for you guys to try to get. You know, at least we're getting closer and closer to that light goal. We're more than halfway there. I don't know. If we can get to 200 likes by 10:40, I don't know. I don't think you guys can do it. I just don't think you guys can do it. You guys are not good enough today. Let's go. Let's go. Love to see those ones. Nasir Rahimi with a 2 right now. You gotta just calm down. I know it's your first day of the PA count. Just gotta stick to the plan and just know that today is choppy. There will probably be a lot of opportunities after 2 p.m. I may actually just log off until 2 p.m. and start trading, you know, some real swings there. Spawn Productions, what's everyone's KD ratio? Is it KDA? Is it A like your break evens? Yep. Kind of expected this day to be like this. Two legs up here. I may take this two-legged pullback back into our trading range. I may take it, but it'll be risky in my opinion. If I take it, I'll probably have to scale in one time. I typically like, you know, lower high, higher low setups on trading ranges like this, but we might attempt to break this high here, and I may look to go short if we break this high and we try to reverse. Also, higher time frames. We're about to hit our heads on the 20 EMA, 5 minute as well. 20 EMA. Yeah, 20 EMA. Probably want one more push up before I go short. And this one more push up, I'm not sure how high it's gonna go. Typically don't like to trade breakouts, but it might give you like 2 to 3 points on this push up here. I may take this push up to get 2 or 3 points, then reverse it right after. But outside bar reversal, not interested. I'll take a failed trap here. Back bottom, back into our trading range. Currently micro triple top. Sitting on my pause. Got nothing here. You can only take what the market really gives you. Yeah, Second Clams is saying something interesting here. It says, I'm only like a year into trading, so despite my good percentage, my math isn't amazing because I don't always let my winners win. That's important. You know, especially if you're swing trading, because you gotta make up for your losses on the winners, and you gotta stick to the plan on your winners for a long-term trading like plan. Just sitting on my pause, got nothing here. Getting pushed down now. That micro triple top, maybe all you get today. I do want to actually go short here somewhere. I want one more push up before going short. One more push up. Would I take this long? Would I take this long? Yeah, I typically don't like to trade breakouts and trading ranges. I'll fade the breakout, but I won't take the breakout itself. I'm gonna set my pause here. This could actually have a pretty strong push up in my opinion. 2 or 3 points. It already scalped out 1 point. Looking to go short. Again, back to the bottom of my trading range. And if it fails, it fails. I don't even care. Decent, strong push up above the 20 EMA, right? 20 EMA is acting as support now. And now we're having some follow through. Interesting. Maybe potential L4 setup here. I'll take this failed breakout. I'll try to fade it. If we get a semi-decent signal bar, if it's a strong bull bar, I'm skipping it. We're above the 20 EMA here. Could be a little risky. Could be a small little spike in channel as well. Little spike in channel, right? Skipping that big bull bar. So 1, 2 points now up. 3 points up now. Like I mentioned, probably 2 to 3 points push up here. 1, 2, almost 3 points. This is that one extra push I wanted. Do I want to reverse here? I gotta wait for that lower high now. Especially bull bars ending near their high. 1, 2, 3 points were made off that trap. Not bad, not bad. I still think we're in a trading range, so probably come back down here, but we'll see. Also hitting our heads on the higher time frames on the 20 EMA on the 5-minute and 10K charts. It's a little risky taking it right here because, in my opinion, we are in an uptrend. Even we're in a trading range, we're still in an uptrend in a trading range. And eventually, these uptrends will break out and actually will be a true breakout. So to increase the chances to go short here, I want a lower high setup. Maybe I'll take a L4 setup as well. If we get L4, I'll probably take it to go short. But I don't want to trade L4s naked. I learned not that long ago that naked L4s, H4s are tricky. Very tricky. Especially on very choppy markets. Yeah, I just think we're in trading range, so I think we're going to come back down into here. So, you know, we could see this is like a double bottom maybe, and then we're finally breaking out. That could also be the case here. We do have a gap here, right, from here to here. That could show strength of the bulls, right? Small little gap here, but that is a gap, right? The devil's in the details, and so that gap could be what's propelling this up. This gap is creating this spike in channel that we currently have marked. Can't go long here. The only reason why I won't go short here is because we're in an uptrend, and so that'll be trading counter trend. You want a lower high setup. You want some information telling you that this is starting to break down, right? This spike in channel. Otherwise, we could actually break out to the upside, right? Spike in channels, you know, they can break out either way actually, and more rare for them to break to the upside. Do I think it's gonna break to the upside? I don't think it has the strength to do that today, like at least right now. Okay, decent Bear bar ending on its low. Gets a nice push down. We could get a two-legged pullback. That's the scary things about this, is that a lower high second entry short in this trading range will be a two-legged pullback setting up to go long. And so you gotta remember that. You gotta remember that with a lower high second entry, it also sets up for a second entry to the other side. I could pick a two trade. So like I mentioned, this trap probably give you 2 to 3 points, right? 1, 2, 3 points. Give you 3 points on that trap. I wanted that one more push up before I'm considering going short. And I would need like a lower high, some sort. We also have this trend line now. So very difficult to trade in my opinion. Very difficult. Because if I go short here and I get trapped out, I have no one to blame but myself, saying, well, I did go into the support. I try to trade it like short into the support, and that's my fault, you know, 100%. So this is why it's very tricky in these areas. Sitting on my pause. You're gonna get that trickiness. I kind of do want to go short here though. I want to come back into my trading range. Vincent Niev says, you should change your words from I don't even care to I'm not stressing out. I'll take that. Thanks for that. I'll you know, as long as maybe I don't care doesn't convey what I really feel. It's like it doesn't really matter for me if it does, because I'm just sticking to the plan. You know, it's part of the plan. So not stressing out is a better way to put it. So I don't even care. It might sound like this is whatever, but obviously it does hurt when you lose. So I would like a lower high here if possible, but man, with this tight trading range here, I'm not sure if we're gonna get all the price action we want in order to go short here. Technically, we should wait for a new high, but this trading range is so tight, I may take it on a lower high setup here. Unsure. Do I want to take it on this lower high? Okay, that's why you let the bars finish. Maybe if it was a good bear bar, I may take this short. The lower high setup that I've been mentioning for a while now. Okay, pandas. Fortune favors the brave. Let's go, baby. Okay, I wanted to like change that trade to a swing trade to the bottom of the trading range, but it scalped out so quick I couldn't even do it. Let's go, baby. I wanted to extend that, but maybe it's good I didn't because I might make the same mistake I did here. That scalped out so quick, couldn't even move my my target. Easy peasy, easy money. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't like really think about swing trading in this market. It's so choppy that swing trades are probably not the best. Probably best just to keep scalping in and out. I will take a fail second entry long here. I will continue to try to short back down to the bottom of this trading range. If we get a fail second entry long here, I will take it to go short. So that's the setup I'm anticipating here. Potential fail second entry short here. Bye bye short. Bye bye trap. No trap. Ends up just being a two-legged pullback. Good thing I didn't change my profit target. I'll be sweating right now. The 10K chart simply making a two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. A, B, C. And I guess this is like a little, not a little secret, but this is kind of the edge that I like to use. On the 10K chart, if we still need to make one more leg up, I'm more hesitant to go short because typically we want two legs up here. And so I like to use that to my advantage, right? On the higher time frames, once this two-leg move is done, on the higher time frame, what is that actually on the lower time frame? The lower time frame, that's just a break of trend to new high. And so typically on the 10K chart, when you have a two-legged pullback, on the smaller time frame, it's just a break of trend to new high. All that price action happens, it's just two legs on the 10K chart. And so once the break of trend to new high, or once the two-legged pullback finishes, then typically I like to go short on the smaller time frames, thinking that the two-legged move is done on the higher time frame. So time to look for shorts, right? Time to look for a trap to go short. So that's a little edge we have with a two-legged pullback using multi-time frames. And so that's why I'm pretty hesitant to go short if it's on its first leg down. I want it to have two legs up on the higher time frames and then look for the reversal on the lower time frame. Hope that's helpful for you guys. So if you're like struggling to figure out when is this uptrend done, right? When is this move done here? If you go to 10K chart, just look for two legs up and it's like, okay, that move is done most likely. And now we're looking to go short. But it is a very choppy trading range type day today, so I'm trading it accordingly. In my opinion, we're looking for a new high. We're looking for a new high here. Hard to go short if that new high is not created. Or at least two legs up. We want at least two legs up here on the smaller time frame. And we want one more push up. A, B, C. We want one more push up. That's what we're looking for. It's hard to take this short here. I can't take this short as a first entry, first pullback. I'm not interested in that setup. Just watching. We want one more push up on this lower time frame. One more push up here. Right, we want two legs, two-legged move. We want to retest of this high, previous high. Right, we want to retest this high here. And in order to retest this high, we need one more push up. And it could be a lower high. Just didn't think we have enough room to complete an entire major trend reversal in this little space, but it looks like the market may try and attempt to do so. Sitting on my paws, got no setups here. You know, needs one more push up. Choppy day, FOMC day. That's what we expect. And you know, I have that whiskey challenge for you guys, but a little more than halfway there. Couldn't even get to the 250 like goal, which we got last week, which was amazing. Thank you for that. But today a little weak today. And we're gonna keep it at 300 until we get to 300. This might be the push-up we want. Triangle is being formed at the moment. Triangle here. Lower high and a higher low, creating a triangle. Do I want to take this lower high second entry here? Nah. I'm gonna skip this lower high. You want a more, you know, valiant attempt to retest this high here. We almost did it here, but one more push up should be a little higher than that, in my opinion. Complete doji bars being created on the higher time frames. The 5 minutes looking very, very chappy. We do have a two-legged pullback on the 5 minute though. A, B, C with actually a decent signal bar here. Maybe I'll take it on the 5 minute here. I'm actually more interested in the 5 minute trade here. Two-legged pullback off the 20 MA with lower high setup. I may take this on the 5 minute actually, pandas. And this might be my last trade if we do trigger this. Let's see if we get it. Two-legged pullback here. Failed trap. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm interested anymore with another push up like that. Getting too choppy for me. This triangle starting to play out. Kind of like I mentioned, this second push up needs to be a little bit higher. And that's exactly what's happening now. The second push up now is making that new high, and we're in reversal territory now, in my opinion. Double top reversal territory. I'll keep this triangle for you guys. So you guys can see this triangle that I made. We're in reversal territory, and on the higher time frames we actually make that second leg up. So we got two pushes up now, actually about to form the two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. Looks like this. Now we're looking for a second entry short. Our first break of trend right here, and looking for a new low. First break of trend. Do I want to go short here though, pandas? Do I want to go short here? It's a question. I'll take the lower high setup. I'll take some sort of lower high setup here. Thinking we're coming back into our trading range. Thinking that we had to break a trend to new high. The new high is actually a perfect double top, right? Equal double top. We make an inside bar here. I'll take a failed trap if we get it to go short here. That's my setup, and I'm sticking to it. Give me a failed trap and I'll go short. Give me a lower high setup, I'll go short. Just watching for a setup here. Skipping this long trade. Mainly because we're hitting our heads on the higher time frames, right? On the 20 MA, I'm not looking really to go long here. I'm looking to actually go short, right? Fail breakout of this triangle, looking to break down to the other side. That's what I'm looking for. I'm skipping this trap if it does trigger to go short. Now, some of you guys might take this trap because you want to trade the breakout. If you do so, you got to trade accordingly. You got to trade, right? Good, 2-to-1 risk reward, something like that here. Waiting for my setup. Absolutely treacherous price action right now. It's just super slow, super choppy. Not even getting the setup that I want here. Oh, like a failed trap. Let's see if we get it. Just watching. I want to see this form here, and if I get it, I want to take the trade and I'll end the stream. If I don't get it, like if this trap breaks out far away, I'll end the stream. I'm taking this lower high, second entry, the failed trap. Looking to go short here. I may swing this. Nah, I'll just scalp out here. I actually want to swing it, but I already paid the price here, but I may swing it here. I don't know. We'll see. How about I do a 3-to-1 and I'll swing my runner. Core position gets scalped. See if my runner gets, if I can swing my runner here. Lower high failed trap. See if we can swing my runner here. Unsure. Should I maybe look for 2 points here on the main portion? I'll scalp out on the main portion. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. I'm gonna let this marinate a little bit here. I want to let it marinate a little bit. I don't want to get stopped out immediately. I'm gonna let it marinate just a little bit here. I like it to push harder, so I'm gonna let it marinate my runner. And if I actually get stopped out, it'll be a break-even trade because I had stopped out. I took out three contracts, right, for my scalp. So I have 3 points of risk I can take for break-even trade. I want it to marinate just a little bit here. Give me one more push down and I'll move it. I'll move my stop loss. Right, strong bear bar ending on its low increases the chances for this to go down. I want it to push down, so I do not want to stop out yet. Do not want to move my break even. The main reason being is because I feel like we're gonna come back down here. Strong chance to come back down. I do not want to prematurely get stopped out. I guess at this point, if I get stopped out, I should. Alright, retesting. So you got stopped out with your runner here, but I'm treating this 1 point, right, this one contract as a swing trade. You see that? So I scalped out, and because my scalp was 3 contracts, I have 3 points of risk here that I can take, and it'll be still a break-even trade. And basically it's like a free swing trade in a sense at this point, a risk-free swing trade. And I think we're gonna come back down here, so I'm gonna hold this because of the setup we have. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. And it was risk-free at this point. Getting that push down now, I may just come to break even, thinking we have enough time for this to marinate. And I'm gonna let the bar finish here. I want the bar to finish. Let the bar finish here. Alright, I'm moving my stop loss now to break even +1. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But I allow an entire extra bar to marinate. And I'm going to just take my swing trade. Whatever happens here happens. But I feel like I gave it enough time to make its move. If it doesn't make its move now, then it is what it is. You know, I'm trying to guard myself from this to reverse and lose my profits here. At the same time, trying to increase my chances to get my runner to actually go down, because I have a strong feeling we're going to move down here now because of this setup here. Or failed breakout to a failed trap to reversal at the top of a trading range. You're thinking coming back to the bottom of a trading range. We got a runner here, pandas. Let's go, baby. I wanted to manage this runner. Yeah, I'll just come to the bottom trading range. Just because we've been in trading range for so long, I'm just gonna come to the bottom trading range. I hope that makes sense. You know, the way I traded that, having 3-point risk here because I traded 3 contracts with a scalp. It was a risk-free trade. It was a break-even trade regardless of how my runner stopped out, and I was okay with that. And probably just come back to the bottom of the trading range here. Maybe make a new low. I just don't know. It's just too choppy for me, so I'm actually fine with just getting a just to the bottom of trading range if we can even get it. If we don't get it, we don't get it, but this is what I'm aiming for, bottom of trading range. Typically on a swing trade, you look for 2 times risk reward, which is pretty much at the bottom of trading range. Unfortunately, get stopped out, but let's go, baby. It's all good. We still made some bamboo, so I don't know if I would manage that really any other way. I feel like I gave it enough time to make its move, but it is what it is. Pandas, hope everyone's doing amazing. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll see you guys bright and early. Actually, tomorrow I'm gonna take a break tomorrow. I'll see you guys bright and early on Friday, and so Friday, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream, and hope to see you guys there. Man, look at it, it comes and stops me out perfectly right where I enter and reverses. So this could be a nice move now. Who knows? But pandas, that's it for today. I'll see you guys on Friday. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.